Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Easy Does It with me, Iskandar Karim. You can see my laptop here a little bit, so I'm just gonna put it down. I'm so excited to talk to you guys today because for the first time in a long time, I did not prepare anything. I didn't write a script, I didn't do any research because I just want to chill with you today. And also, I think it's very important for us to start to get to know each other. I'm not gonna tell you my hobbies are XYZ or I like to eat blah blah blah. I think through sharing my experiences of what I recently went through will give you an idea of who I am as a person and as someone who you choose to listen to and come back every single week talking about stuff like industry specific discussions, talking about like relationships, talking about some other shit that is relevant to your life. Oh my god, I can see my belly. Oof, that's a test right there. Ow! What the Bro, I honestly need a fucking haircut, but my hairdresser is still on holiday in the Philippines and I don't know when he's gonna come back. He kept telling me, but I always forget. And I refuse to see any other hairdresser because that's how loyal I am, okay? I'm even loyal to my hairdresser. Well, besides that, he also knows the kind of hairstyle that I usually go for, so I don't trust anybody. Yeah, I've got trust issues too. Anyway, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Shall we start? This is daunting because I really didn't prepare anything. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta fucking wing it. To be honest, I don't even know what the it is for in Easy Does It. I feel like I want to start opening up to you. Not that I have not done that before. I've shared a lot of personal experience and stuff, but I think in order for us to get to know each other, or more like for you to get to know the person behind the mic and the camera better, is truly by sharing my stories and experiences, and maybe from there you'll get an idea of who I am. Who is this person who you come back to every single week and press play, which I'm super thankful for. There is a theme in today's discussion, but I'll try not to make it so deep because I do want to talk about letting go. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because there's a lot of things that happened to me recently that forced me into this situation or in this place that if I don't let go, I'll be forever stuck in that situation and it's not gonna be productive for me. And I think we can kick off with like the story of how last year I applied for a scholarship to attend a film school in Busan, Korea, called the International Film Business Academy, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of forgot about it. I mean, clearly, spoiler alert, I didn't get it. But when I applied for it, and like counting the days between the announcement whether I would get it or not, I was so sure that I would get it. Like 100% I was so sure. And it's so funny. And I was like, I'm gonna manifest this. This is gonna happen for me because it's meant to be. Like, this is what I have been prepared for. Even to friends and family who I told that I was applying for the scholarship were all pretty sure that I was going to get it. Like, even myself. Like, I didn't need them to tell me that I was gonna get it. I knew that I was gonna get it. I even had like a whole plan of what I was gonna do in Korea. It's an 8 month scholarship, and there is a semester break in between, probably in June or July. And I was not even planning on going back home for that because I just want to continue creating content while I was there. I even planned that, okay, when I come back from this scholarship, I'm gonna like share all my knowledge with like my peers in the industry, right? Like share with them what I learned, blah blah blah. And then I was just basically super stoked for it. And then come the day when they were about to list down the names of the applicants who would get the scholarship on their website, I still remember that day I was filming on set. It was really hard for me to focus filming. At the end of the shoot, I went on their website and they had not posted it yet, and I kept refreshing, and I remember, I think it was like the millionth time that I refreshed, they finally uploaded the list of applicants, and I skimmed through it. I didn't see my name at all, and I didn't see Brunei. I was like, wait, is this a mistake? I was in denial for a good 10 minutes before I finally accepted the fact that, okay, you know what, I didn't get it. And I was so crushed, and I tried not to show it to the other crew, and I was just so disappointed. I remember like a week from there, I tweeted some depressing shit that prompted my friends to like message me and check up on me. And I just told them I really don't want to talk about it, but anyway, I didn't get the scholarship that I told you about, and I was so sad. And I was like questioning myself, like, is this a sign from the universe that maybe this isn't something that I should pursue? And to give you a little bit more context, I think like a few months ago, I got a job at a health tech company, and they were paying me good salary in marketing, right? And then my contract expired because it was just a part-time 6-month contract. And then they did offer me to like renew and extend my contract, but I was so sure that I wanted to go into filmmaking that I rejected it. I was so sure that I was going to go to Korea. So that's why I was devastated, because I really planned my life around the scholarship that I was so confident that I would get, but in the end I didn't get it, right? So it was a huge like bruise to my ego, and yeah, it made me like really reflect on, fuck, this could be a sign, or it could not be a sign, or this could just be another hurdle. Like, why? I don't know. I had so many questions that I asked that no one could answer, and obviously everyone who like found out that I didn't get it offered me some obviously great advice, and they tell me what I needed to hear, but none of those things actually like made me feel any better, because I don't think anybody understood how much it meant to me, like getting that scholarship. Now I'm just so over it, obviously, and I accepted the fact that I didn't get it, and I didn't see it as a sign for me to stop filmmaking, but I saw it as a sign that something better is coming for me this year, and I fully believe it. And I think that's one of the instances that forced me to accept the fact that it wasn't for me this time, the scholarship, I mean, and that I would just have to trust in the universe that something better is coming. And I do believe that something better is coming. And so far, alhamdulillah, I am truly happy. If I got the scholarship, I would be in Korea today. I would be in class. I would be in Busan. Would I be happier? Probably, yeah. But I'm happy now, and I don't want to dwell on the what ifs. So that's something that I want to share with you about. Like, when you want something so bad and it doesn't happen for you, I understand the feeling of like, shit, like, it's so sad, and you get heartbroken, and there's nothing anyone can say to you to make you feel better, because you know what they're gonna say to you. Similar to me, like when my friends told me like, oh, something better, blah 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 blah, like, all of this, but I think it's okay to just feel the emotion and be with yourself if you're able to, because I know a lot of people aren't able to be with themselves because they can't cope, or they easily drown in their emotions. But I think the past few years I've developed a healthy amount of like self-awareness to know when I need to confide in a friend or just be with myself. Oh, do I know if this career path is something that I'm meant to do? No, but it's what I want to do. And so far, alhamdulillah, I've been doing so well. I have shoot after shoot, and ever since I did the Porsche video, if you don't know, you can go to my Instagram and watch the Porsche video that I made. It's really good. So ever since that video came out, I also slowly have been getting offers to be in front of the camera, because if you don't know, when I say filmmaking, obviously it's like behind the scenes, right? Like me behind the scenes making films, not being in front of the camera. But slowly I have been getting opportunities to be in front of the camera. Like, in fact, today in 2 hours I have a photo shoot with Coffee Bean, and I'm so excited. I think it's a good practice to just be confident with myself and like love myself more, I guess. Another thing is that, okay, this is not gonna be easy for me to talk about, but I feel like I just wanna open up on what I did I think like 3 weeks ago, because I took a break for 2 weeks, and if you followed me, you probably have an idea of what happened. One of the episodes that I released affected somebody, and it also truly affected me. Like, I don't know how to word that properly, but I don't know, it sounds weird, but basically I had to take a 2-week break for personal reasons. During that 2-week break, I was I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was in a headspace where, again, like I started to question, like, is this something that I want to do, like this podcast? So when I when my application for the film school in Korea was declined, it made me question if I should pursue filmmaking, right? But I pushed through anyway, and I felt like something better is gonna happen for me this year. And then when whatever happened that triggered me to question if I should continue this podcast, I was back in the same headspace, and I was like, shit, should I stop doing this podcast? Because the whole point of me doing this podcast is to like connect with people who relate to the shit that I go through, and that requires me to share my personal experiences. By doing that, right, I'm bound to trigger an emotion. I'm bound to push a button. I'm bound to offend people. But, and I've always been so receiving or welcoming of like constructive criticism, feedback on how to deliver my messages properly. But I just felt like I don't even know how to say it, but like I didn't get that. I didn't get it, and I felt like I lost. Yeah, it felt like I lost. But anyway, so during the 2 week break, I decided to not seek solace in anybody but myself, because I wanted to understand myself better. I wanted to really dive deep and ask myself, what is it that I truly want to do, not just in life, but also what are my hopes and dreams for this podcast. And it was difficult. I don't know if any of you went through this before, but I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody but myself, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But simply put, I was being put in a very tricky situation. Like, I didn't want to talk to anybody because I knew what they were going to say, and I didn't want to put anybody in a weird position. I know it sounds like I'm speaking in like codes right now, but I guess I need more time. I don't know what I'm thinking. Like, maybe I'm not ready to talk about this. But basically, I had to let go of a situation. I had to let go of a situation, even though I wasn't happy with how it turned out. Even though I feel like I have so much more to say, so much more to clarify, so much more to explain. But it's hard when you don't have the last say. And I think going forward, that was one of the biggest lessons I'm forced to learn. To be able to live with people who might not understand you. Is that even right? As to live with, to embrace you being misunderstood. To embrace me being misunderstood. Because, and to accept the fact that I will never be able to make anyone happy, and to also embrace the idea that anyone, whether it be family, my close friends, I hope this won't happen, but I have to be prepared and to be able to live with the consequence that they might feel something from me doing this. And I'm struggling, guys. I am sorry, but I don't know, deep within my soul, I felt like it was very important for me to talk about this. Like I've let it go, but this is so if you haven't figured it out yet, this is the consequence of whatever happened. I'm not fully able to sound off. Like, I'm speaking slowly because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Or I still have the fear of saying the wrong thing. Because, yeah. I mean, I want to be able to talk about different things. For me to really open up is to just be candid. And it's going to take a while for me to be able to be fully candid, which is unfortunate. Because, yeah, that sort of like derailed me from big plans that I had for Easy Does It. Ugh, I don't know. And it sucks, because having to let go of something or someone, it fucking sucks. It truly does. Maybe I should have prepared some pointers. This is not going well. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm still gonna post this because this is the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are times in our lives when we aren't able to articulate something, when we aren't able to fully open up ourselves. I think that's one of the things that I want to normalize, the fact that not every single conversation has to be perfect, and this is one of the things. I hope by doing this it humanizes me, because from whatever happened, I think I was expected to be perfect. I was expected to know what to do, to know what not to do. And that hurt me because I'm not perfect. Sometimes I just do things without thinking. The thing that hurts me the most is that when people think I'm capable of hurting other people intentionally. I hope by doing this, like, people know that I am embracing my imperfections, my flaws, and I'm always looking to be better, to do better. Yeah, nuktawe. I don't even know how to promote this episode. Like, how I always like promote my episodes. I don't know how I'm even gonna edit this or whatever. Letting go includes literally anything that you have in your life. You're lucky if you have to let go of shit that you don't care about, but it's gonna be harder to let go of shit that you care so much about. And I feel like the past year, which includes recently too, I have had to let go of a lot of things that I hold dearly. Some of them not by choice, some of them by choice. And I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna be a recurring theme this year, because I do feel like it's sort of like a filter system, you let go of something, then something better might come along. And you just have to have that sort of mindset, because how else are you able to move on if you don't think that way? And you also have to have some level of self-awareness. So for me, I journal, and it's not hard for me to admit if I've made a mistake, but it's also not hard for me to put my foot down and be like, nope, I'm not gonna apologize for something that I didn't do. So maybe, I think the point of this whole episode or conversation is that maybe I need to acknowledge that maybe I'm not good at letting go yet, because I'm not able to fully share. Me saying that as I fix my hair, because I'm just thinking about the photo shoot. Like, I really need a haircut. Yeah, so maybe I'm not able to fully let go of a certain situation yet. But the things that I've let go in the past, I think I'm able to speak about it freely. And I promise you, I'll do a proper episode about letting go, because I think it's very important for people to embrace that. And I want people to embrace the idea that letting go is not easy, but necessary. And you need time to recover, and you just have to look forward and believe that something better will come. Something better is coming. Again, thank you so much for listening and coming back, pressing play, regardless of how ridiculous the title of the episode may sound. I really, really fucking enjoy talking to you guys, and I want to keep doing this. I'm so glad I started podcasting. I really am. For those who want to start a podcast, there will be an episode of me sharing how I just start. Yeah, guys, I guess the whole point of the story for today is 1, let go, 2, embracing imperfections, which is so ironic because just last week I was talking about Syukur Syukur Saja, and this is literally a Syukur Syukur Saja episode. I don't know if you understand where I'm going with this episode, you'll get it, but if you don't, you'll probably be like, what the fuck, I'm gonna stop listening to Izzy Does It, because this episode was a total mess. Just like me, I'm a fucking mess. The funny thing is that when I rehearse in the car as I'm driving, whoa, I'm like a proper host. I can talk for hours. But now that I'm here in my room, looking directly at the camera, I just don't know what to say. I do have massive plans for this podcast. I know I keep saying, but I want to put it out in the universe. I will have guests on. It's going to be really fun. The lineup that I have in mind, oh my god. I don't know, maybe give it a, I don't know. It will definitely happen sometime this year. It will definitely happen sometime this year. So yeah, thank you so much for your support. That's all I have for today. Until next time, Assalamualaikum. Bye.